Hello, hello there, dear Leo. How are you all? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross for you for the 21st until the 31st of December 2019. So the last 10 days of the year. Thank you all for your patience, your support throughout 2019. And I hope that you're all doing very well at this time. We're moving into eclipse time. We're having a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn, and that is on the 25th or the 26th, depending on where you are in the world. It's a new moon, so put out your intentions, your wishes to the divine. Capricorn is the area of career, work, it's the elder. It's the wiser. It's also government agencies, the law, and it asks for hard work at this time. Now, we know that there's a lot of energies playing out in Capricorn. We've got Pluto, Saturn, the south node of the moon, and Jupiter has entered Capricorn not long ago. Mercury will soon, in the next few days, be joining in the party as well. So it is eclipse time. We've got another eclipse in January on the 10th of January of 2020, and that will be happening in the sign of Cancer, where the North Node is. But I will be back to talk about that. Thank you again for your support, your love. Let's see what's happening for you, dear Leo. Venus has also moved into Aquarius. She's moved over Pluto, Saturn, the south node, and now she's moved into the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about being detached. This can be freedom in love, freedom with anything that we love. That's what Venus signifies. So, dear Leo, let's see what's happening for you at this time. Okay, in the now position, we have Temperance, which is Jupiter. Temperance is Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and this is the divine. This is spirit alchemizing, preparing something more than likely on your behalf. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarian individual. Could be someone that is from a foreign place, a foreign country, at a distance to you. We know that Sagittarius is all about the truth. It's all about seeing the world through eyes that are very, of course, very visionary. There is a wide angle on the vision of the worldly matters with Sagittarius. So we know that Sagittarius is also spirit. Okay, now this is a card of healing. It's a card of patience as well. Something is being worked out, no doubt, here on your behalf. Let's see what the challenge is for you. And we've got the Ace of Swords. That is the challenge. So this is the truth. As I was saying, Sagittarius is all about the truth, standing in your truth. Sag is also the law as well as Capricorn. So that area of the zodiac is all about standing in our truth, being very integral, okay, not taking the easy route, but doing the right thing, okay. The Ace of Swords is usually a successful new beginning. It is clarity. Let's see what's at your foundation. And we have the King of Cups, which is a water sign, so Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Okay, someone that is very open-hearted, ready to offer their cup. The King of Cups is someone who is very giving, very open to love as well, very open with their emotions. Sometimes they feel very deeply. So we know that water signs are very intuitive as well. So this person is very intuitive. We do have the fish at the bottom of the card here. So it does signify Pisces. Sun, Moon or Rising, I'm going to say. Let's see. This is in the area of your stability, your home, your security, and in the distant past. Let's see what the recent past holds for you. And we've got the Hermit, which is Virgo. And the Hermit is someone who goes into their cave. They're looking for answers. They're spiritually connecting, looking for the light, trying to connect. Okay, the Hermit being Virgo. Virgo is all about the details, looking, doing the homework, doing the work is what Virgo is. Looking at the details, looking at the words between the lines, let's say. Now, this can be also a teacher. It can be a spiritual person, someone that could be enlightening towards others as well. The Hermit many times can also be someone who is in an occupation where it's all about the details. So we could be talking about someone who is looking at information, looking for information. This could be a doctor, this could be a detective. Nevertheless, it's someone who's very knowledgeable. Let's see what is your crowning and what your trajectory, your goal is. And we've got the Empress. That's beautiful. And the Empress is Taurus, Libra. Now, the Empress is a motherly figure. She's all about receiving. She's all about creativity and beauty. This could be a mother, someone who is a mother. It could be your mother. The Empress is someone who is oozing with love, with abundance, and with prosperity as well. In the near future, dear Leo, you've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libran individual. Now, it's funny that we've got the challenge as the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is what this King of Swords is holding. It could be that, and I want to say that, the King of Cups could be someone that is very emotionally connected to you. Sometimes, as I always say, the water signs tend to, yes, they wear their heart on their sleeve. Sometimes we do get those water signs that are, for instance, if we're talking about a Scorpio, it's very deep, very hidden, not very open, not very trusting to connect on a very deep level. We could be talking about the same person in two different lights, but I feel as though for most of you, this is two different people. Let's take the position of you. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is taking time out. Four of Swords is having gone through some sort of a heartbreak. You're in between healing and, taking that Ace of Swords and speaking your truth, using it to sever ties, if that is what is necessary here. And the Four of Swords in this deck, if you're interested in the decks I'm using, everything is in the description box below. This Four of Swords shows meditation. So some of you are really connecting with the divine at this time. You're taking some time looking for the answers. I do believe that some of you may be, and I tend to say that Virgo tends to show up always for Leo. Could you be, because I've got a few people that are cuspers, Leo, Virgo, and we've got the Hermit, which is someone very spiritual. Four of Swords, again, it's got to do with meditation, taking the time out, looking for the answers. So let's look at what's in your periphery, in your environment. And we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is no doubt the partner of the King of Cups. This is a soulmate connection. They're actually facing each other here. Queen of Cups is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Or if it isn't, then it's someone that's very open-hearted, very ready to speak their truth, speak about what is deep and emotional for them. There is a strong connection here. It looks as though the King of Cups is looking up towards the Queen of Cups. She's looking down. So I feel that there is a sense of shyness here. Let's see what is in your hopes and fears. And we've got the Five of Wands. So a tug of war. And I can see two masculine here pulling at that rope. And that's probably a fear that you have, that there's going to be a disconnection or rivalry. We do have two kings here. So who's going to be the strongest one? I feel that that is what is your fear. Let's look at the outcome, dear Leo. And we've got a decision between two. Two of Swords. Not having the clarity, hoping to go with your intuition. It looks like here. Two of Swords is, she's wearing a blindfold. She cannot see, though she's got the moon on top of her. And this would be probably and more than likely around the full moon, which will be the eclipse, the lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, which for you, dear Leo, that will be in your 12th house. So it's something that you can't really see. It's something that you're not expecting. And there are hidden factors. There are hidden details. And that's probably why you're wearing the blindfold. There is something that you are that you are not aware of. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, this is amazing. I mean, you can't make this up. I just did the reading for Cancer. And they had the Wheel of Fortune in exactly the same position. Before Cancer, it was Gemini. I think that Gemini had the same card. Either Gemini or Taurus before that. Same position. You can't make this up. The Wheel of Fortune is a number 10. It's the karmic wheel that is turning. This is Jupiter, Sagittarius. Temperance has shown up in most of the readings. And the theme with these readings at this time is that the cycles are ending. No doubt we're changing a decade. We're changing the year. We're moving into 2020, which is going to be a huge year. The south and the north node of the moon are going to change the axis from Cancer, Capricorn, which is home and work, the child and the elder, to Gemini, Sagittarius, which is mutable energy. So that it's very changeable. And I think that that's probably why we're getting the Temperance card very much so. And that will be happening roughly mid-year. Let's see what is beneath the wheel. Now we know it's a number 10, it's a completion. The wheel keeps turning around and around. Sometimes it's hard to get out of a vicious circle. But the wheel, and this is the divine, no doubt, here. It is a major arcana. It is bringing luck. We've got the Empress here. Empress. We've got the Temperance. Beautiful major arcana cards for you. Even the Hermit, which is a number 9. And then we go to number 10. What is beneath here? Now, Jupiter has moved into Capricorn, so it's going to expand on every planet that it touches in Capricorn. But its luck is a little bit dimmed because Capricorn asks for integrity, work, and work. So it's not as easily, it's not as generous as it could be. But it does promise, though, security. That's what Capricorn is. Stability, longevity. And, of course, hard work, as I always say with Capricorn. What's beneath here? And we've got the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, which means, dear Leo, you're standing strong still. You've been through a lot. This is your energy. You've still got the fight within you. You're looking for that last wand to end this burden of yours. Beneath that is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a family card. It's a card of riches. It's a card of support through the family. It's stability. It's also a marriage card. As you could see, you've been on a path filled with gold. That's what I see here. But it's a restart. You know, the wheel keeps turning. This Ten of Pentacles turns into the Ace. You're on a new path. You're on a new stable beginning. And you're hoping to get rid of the burdens that you've been dealing with. And this could be through a family situation. Nevertheless, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarius. Now, this could be traveling the world, dealing with someone that it could be at a distance to you, someone that is from a foreign background, different culture, you know. So I'd like to take the astrology, the Black Moon astrology cards, and see what's happening with the energies for you. Please, Spirit, for Leo. Leo. How are they being affected astrologically, energetically? Please, Spirit, for Leo. 21st till the 31st of December. And we have 8th house, endings and beginnings, which is Scorpio. So this King of Cups would be a Scorpio. And I did mention Scorpio before. I also mentioned Pisces. You know, 8th house matters are all about sharing on a very deep, fundamental level, being in a commitment, sharing your bed, sharing your finances, money from external sources, your partner's money. It is a 5. We've got a 32 here, which it adds up to a number 5. So it is also Scorpio. Scorpio is all about change, transformation, metamorphosis. So we've got Sagittarius and Scorpio. And I was just saying the same thing to Cancer. Same thing exactly. But they had Capricorn as well. So 8th house, death and transformation, change coming through. Let's look at your love life, dear Leo. And I do believe that the King of Cups would more than likely be Scorpio. Now, we've got a lot of fixed energy with Scorpio and Leo. You are fixed as well. Let's look at your love life. Leo, please, Spirit. Leo and their love life. Oh, okay. Wow, we've got like 3 cards. 3 cards that opened up. Okay, we have free yourself. Free yourself, because remember how I was saying that sometimes breaking free from a certain cycle can be tough. Now, this is a unicorn. Many times it does remind me of Capricorn, though. It looks like a goat. It's very similar. It's time to take back control of your life. What is Capricorn? Capricorn is all about control. So if you, dear Leo, have been dealing with someone that was very controlling, trying to keep you in a situation, in a vicious cycle, then especially having Venus in Aquarius, it is a time of being detached, being able to break free. Now here we've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, which can also speak of Scorpio. Scorpio is very deep. It's a very intimate connection. And we've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Dear Leo, I'm going to put these cards over here, and I'm actually going to choose one card from the deck. One card for Leo, please, Spirit, because those cards just flipped open, and I want to take one card as I'm guided by Spirit. And we've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now this message maybe is speaking to you. It could also be speaking to Whoever is cross-watching you, you could have someone that is interested in what's going on with Leo. That could be the message for the cross-watchers, I feel, here. Because there is some sort of a very strong attraction, but you are feeling trapped at this time. Now, of course, the Wheel of Fortune brings change. It's all about change. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of air here. It's funny that if we put these cards together, there's 4 swords, and we've got the 4 of swords again here. Let me take some more cards. I want to see more about your reading and what's really going on here. Yeah, the Empress is Taurus and Libra. She is the mother of Earth, so more than likely she's not the same person as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is, she's a queen, she's not the Empress. So the Empress could be a motherly figure that's in this reading here. Let's take a look at Temperance. What is being worked out on your behalf? And we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is the Miser card. 4 of Pentacles for me is usually Taurian energy. It's someone holding on for dear life, onto some sort of something they're holding on to for security. Now, it could mean finances, yes, but it can also mean, because 4s are all about home and family, it could also mean that you are holding, someone is holding you very close to their heart, or the other way around. Someone is not letting go. Someone is not letting go of a situation. And as I said, 4 of Pentacles is someone that could be holding back. Some of you may have wanted to speak. If you are dealing with someone that's been holding back on their emotions, and I'm not reading reversals, the King of Cups, I said, can be very open with their emotions, but the King of Cups could also be someone who doesn't open up, because the challenge card is the Ace of Swords. So let's see. What is this Ace of Swords? Ace of Swords, the challenge. We have the Strength card, which is your card, dear Leo. So the Strength card can speak of courage. It can speak of trying to tame this wild beast, whether this is your higher self or you are dealing with someone that's been very challenging. You know, the Strength card does speak of strength, courage, and persistence, as well as patience. Now, the Empress has got a lot to do with patience as well. She is obviously, there is a seed that's growing within her womb, metaphorically or literally. So in a matter of, let's say, 3 to 6 months, she will be giving birth. So I think that there is necessity for courage here, for truth, with the Strength card sitting on top of the Ace of Swords. And if you are not able to tame this wild beast, whatever this is in your life, you're going to cut it out. Let's look at the King of Cups, which is in your foundation. And we have the Hanged Man, which is Pisces. So could have Scorpio, could have Pisces as well. For others of you, it's Piscean energy. Now, it looks like this King of Cups is someone who is very sacrificing, very giving. He's trying to be enlightened. He's looking for maybe could be a new perspective on things. Maybe there's been stagnancy around matters of the heart for whatever reason. The similarity here with the light, the halo around the Hanging Man, and the light of the lantern of the Hermit says to me that someone is looking for information. Someone is starting to spiritually grow and connect with their higher self. And usually this comes through from challenges, I would say, more than likely. Let's look at the Hermit in the recent past. And we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a card of innocence. It's a soulmate connection. It's also children. It's a number of balance. So whatever information this Hermit is looking for, he's looking for something to do with the past. Let's see with the Empress, what's she all about? And we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is Cancer. Now, the Chariot is overcoming all obstacles. Dear Leo, overcoming the obstacles. I do feel as though your energy is this Empress. You are the Empress. It's time for you to manifest, but what it's saying with the Chariot is, if you've been holding on to your pennies because you've been dealing with a lot, maybe hoping to move home, maybe to change residence. Some of you may be traveling to a distant country, maybe even the holidays now, hoping to go and visit family. With the Empress here and the Chariot, what it says to me is that there is some wish fulfillment here. Now, it's got to do with, I feel as though, just like with relocation, astrology, I feel that the move that you're going to make is what's going to give you the abundance, what's promising for a wish fulfillment. And why I'm saying wish fulfillment is that on top of his head, he has the stars, and the stars are a wish. So what this says to me is that you're being put in the driver's seat. You can take this Chariot to wherever you feel called to take it. Now, for others of you, if the Empress is a motherly figure, some of you may be traveling to go and visit your mum. Let's take another card. You know, the Chariot is the divine, it is spirit, and it's telling you that you're going to successfully overcome any obstacles. Some of you may be relocating, changing homes. Let's look at the Empress. And we've got the Four of Cups. Another four. Four of Cups is the offer that's being brought forth, but for whatever reason, the possibility to accept at this time was not possible, and this is what your goal is. Now, for some of you, this could be you offering your cup, but what I feel mainly is that this is the King of Cups. The offer is going unnoticed for whatever reason. Maybe it's a very busy time, a lot of movement, a lot is going on here, and the offer is not noticed. Now, this is the hand of the divine. It's spirit that's giving you a new emotional beginning. But you are focused on the Three of Cups, which can mean, Three of Cups can mean something to do with, you know, going out, catching up with old friends. It's more like going out and having drinks, getting out and about. But the Three Cups can also mean three people in a situation. Of course, we've got four characters here. For some of you, of course, the Queen of Cups could be the same as the Empress. But because she's in the external position, then I feel that it's someone that is external to you for a lot of you. Let's look at the King of Swords. And we've got the Star card. So the King of Swords is Aquarius, Aquarian energy. Okay, and it's very interesting to know that for Leo, Aquarius is their 7th house. It's the house of relationship, partnership. So the Star, again, I did say a wish fulfillment. Now, the King of Swords is usually someone that's quite just and fair. For some of you, this could be someone that you've been dealing with, someone that may have been holding back on the truth. And now with Venus in Aquarius, there is a sense of detachment, but it's also freedom. The freedom to communicate, the freedom to speak out, speak about, the King of Swords. What is his wish fulfillment? Could it be the same person? I did say it could be, but for others of you, it may not be. Okay? Because the King of Cups is someone who is already in your home area. It is someone that is very familiar to you. Let's keep going. Now, the Star card is a card of hope as well. A card of hope and a card of healing. But it's also a wish fulfillment, following that bright star. The naked truth. Okay. Being very open to the truth. Let's look at the Four of Swords. You do have 3 fours, dear Leo. And we've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is Piscean energy. This is the cup that's offered. Again, someone is not noticing this cup. It's going to come suddenly. This offer comes out of the blue at a very quiet time. You're having a very quiet time here, dear Leo, when the offer comes through. Now, again, this could be an offer. This could be an apology. This could also be an adolescent child that is offering you that Ace of Cups. And it may have something to do with this Ace of Cups up here. Let's look at the Queen of Cups. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, 2 people being left out in the cold. 5s are always an imbalance. We go from the 4 to the 5. 5 is an imbalance, but it's also change. 2 people are feeling emotionally distraught, financially not supported, but it's their perspective, it's the way they're looking at things. Let's take another card. And this could even be that 2 people are not on the same page. Like even emotionally, they're not on the same page on a lot of subjects, I feel here. Let me take another card. And we've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Now, the Hierophant could mean a marriage. The Hierophant is another 5, so 2 5s equal a 10. Of course, I'm going to take one more card. Now, the Hierophant can be all about spiritual, a spiritual connection, your beliefs, doing things the religious way, doing things the proper way. And this can also speak of keeping the faith. There are 2 keys on this Hierophant here. 2 keys can mean 2 businesses. It can mean 2 jobs. It can mean 2 people, 2 homes, 2 situations. Let's take another card on that. Now, Uranus is transiting through Taurus. Uranus, which rules Aquarius, is transiting through Taurus. So we're all changing up our values. If we're not valued, then we're detaching. We're breaking free. Taurus needs value, needs comforts. Let's take another card. And we've got the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful to see. I'm so glad to see that. Ten of Cups is, though, a completion. There's been happiness on many levels. Maybe this is a different perspective. We go from, as I said, 2 5s equal a 10. I'm going to take more cards before I continue with that section. Just trying to work out what's what here. 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands in your hopes and fears. 5 of Wands opens up the 5 of Wands again. I'm going to put it back in the deck. 2 5s equal a 10. Again, 10 of Wands, the burden. Putting down the burden. Let's see. Disagreements all around. And we've got the 4 of Wands. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Some of you are hoping for stability, for marriage, for commitment. I'm going to say that it could be that in the near future there are truths. All the cards are put up on the table. There is communication and there's a wish fulfillment because the truth is being told. Now, you've got the Ace of Swords as your challenge, and you've got the King of Swords holding that Ace of Swords as well. This could be a wish fulfillment where someone opens up and speaks their truth. Now we do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. As I said, they're soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. They're very open-hearted. They're on the same page, but there is a distance between them. What I see. That's what I see here. And that's why this Queen of Cups has felt left out in the cold. There was an imbalance here. Now, if this is the same person, the King of Cups with the King of Swords, then this is someone who is speaking clearly and openly. Because there's been someone's been holding back on their feelings, on their emotions. Maybe that's why we've got the Hermit here. Someone's been looking for information, spying. I don't want to call it spying, but doing their homework, the Virgo thing. And it's got to do with the past. Now, is it possible that the King of Cups has changed his perspective, has seen things through a different lens? Now, there's been a lot of sacrifice, and that's where there's sacrifice, there's also lessons, there's growth. Now, up here, I feel as though the Empress is either a mother or it's just an energy where we've got the area of career and, the area of Capricorn here. Whatever is going on with Jupiter in Capricorn, it promises expansion and growth, which is the Empress. Let's not forget that the Empress is Taurus, which is all about values, and she's also Libra, which is partnerships, relationships, and finding the balance. Now, don't forget, again, here, with the card of Cancer, we've got the 2 Sphinxes. This is trying to find the right ingredient, let's say, the right balance to have these Sphinxes move forward. Okay, so that's a bit of a craft. It's mastering this Chariot to be able to move forward. So that's all about experience. That's very motherly. Now, for some of you, could this be the mother of the King of Cups, the Empress? Could that be her, where she is here, and the Four of Cups is sitting right on top of the Empress, and fours always speak of home and family. Could she have been the the naysayer where this relationship is concerned. I suppose it could be. And that's why we've got the Chariot, that there's the overcoming of obstacles or even moving house. Whether this is a motherly figure or the mother of the King of Cups. Could the Empress be a past partner of the King of Cups who's actually not accepting her cup and moving away? And therefore the King of Swords, he's taking on the form of, justice and severing ties with that sword, speaking his truth. And this is a wish fulfillment, whether it's for you, dear Leo, or whether it's for this King of Swords. That because if he was the King of Cups and wasn't able to articulate, to speak the truth, that's why we could have the Ace of Swords as the challenge. Someone needed to summon up their courage to speak their truth. And then again, for others of you, we could have two different people here because we've got the Two of Swords. Let's have a look at that Two of Swords. Wow. We've got the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is the darkest before the dawn. It turns into that Ace of Swords. So the decision will be made to sever ties with someone who's been deceptive. It's been a burden, and that's why there's a blindfold here. That's why there is a blindfold, because obviously there was no knowledge of the deception. There was the indication of the deception, but the Ace of Swords that this turns into, together with that Two of Swords equals the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak. Now, who is the one that's getting heartbroken? That's the question. Now, the decision could also mean that someone is going to take their sword and speak their truth, or sever ties with the deceptive energy. Let me take another card. And we have the King of Cups again. Wow. Wow. And I'd like to say also that, as I was saying before, if the King of Cups was in a partnership with this Empress, may have even been expecting a child, he summoned up the courage to speak his truth, that his beloved is right here, but there are obstacles in between. Remember what I said? And the obstacles could even be children. Would you also have the Six of Cups here, which does speak of children? But we've got the King of Cups here. Could it be that the King of Cups is the one that's making the decision to sever ties, to speak his truth, even though here it promises, yes, the truth? Or could it be that this King of Cups is the one that felt as though they were backstabbed, and that's why they're coming to the truth of the matter? Let me take another card. Yeah, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. A decision. A decision to make, nevertheless. Or you know that the Two of Pentacles can also be something that is never ending. Could it be that this King of Cups is someone who is very busy, and that's why there's been deception? That's why he's been wearing the blindfold. Two of Pentacles. Someone can't be juggling for too long. You know, and this could be someone who suffers from back pain for sure. If they're doing too much, let me take another card. And we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is like head over heart decision. I feel that this King of Cups is trying to make. I feel as though here this is a wish come true, that the communication is open with this King of Swords. If this is the same person, it is a wish fulfillment. But also with the card of Aquarius, which means that there is Aquarius within this the chart of this King of Cups. If there is Aquarius, then they can come across as quite detached. But here, I feel as though the truth that is spoken here, this is a wish fulfillment. And this could be for you, dear Leo. This could be for you. Now we do have here, we've got the card of marriage. Two people that were feeling left out in the cold. Could it be that this Queen of Cups was connected to another King of Swords? If this could tie in with the story here that this is someone else. This is another air sign. And this Queen of Cups was feeling detached and not on the same page in her commitment, in her partnership. But of course, there's double layers in the tarot where there was an imbalance here. There was an imbalance here. She was not on the same page. But here with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can be quite challenging as well, is doing things by the book. And that's what could have been hindering this Queen of Cups, because she seems very shy, very reserved. But the promise here is 2 5s equal a 10. It's as though we've got 2 10s here. So there are completions. And don't forget, 2 keys on the Hierophant, which is the sign of Taurus. We've got Earth, which can be Taurus. And we've also got water, which can be Pisces or Scorpio that I said before. And we've got the King of Cups twice. He is making a decision, trying to balance between 2 situations. And there's the hand of God again. Okay, this is another offer. It stands on its own. It's got nothing to do with this one here. And in the hopes and fears, we've got the hope for marriage, commitment, the hope for getting away from disagreements. We've got the 5 of Wands and the 4 equal the 9, just like here. I want to take one more card on this King of Swords. King of Swords and the Star card. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles usually is very slow moving. Here we've got no movement at all. It's just totally stopped. This Knight of Pentacles is very slow and steady to move forward, but there is no movement here. It looks as though this King of Swords was looking towards the future, making plans, looking at something that was very far away, very far-fetched, but certain on the outcome. Let's take one more card. And we've got Temperance again. So Temperance here. And having, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, usually it's my Virgo card. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could also be in the chart of the King of Swords. We've also got the Temperance again. Something is being worked out. Maybe there is a distance. I did say that there was a distance, something that was blocking these two, King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, coming together. Okay, and that could have been many things. Okay, we've got Aquarius and we've got Sagittarius. Now, Aquarius is obviously groups and associations. It's a wish fulfillment. And Sagittarius is also distance, foreign and distant countries, people from other backgrounds. But we've got two cards of healing here. I'm going to take a card on this Wheel of Fortune, please, Spirit. What's this Wheel of Fortune all about? Now we've got Two of Swords and we've got the Ten of Swords, which is an ending, a decision to end something. And then once that blockage goes, the Ace of Cups is being brought forth. Let's take this Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, again, Sagittarian energy, wanting to go on that adventure, leaving one behind, taking what you feel creative, passionate and driven to do. You're willing to go on that adventure. Again, Sagittarius, both times here. The world is your oyster. Walking through a new doorway. Taking that a leap into the future. Walking through that new doorway. Which means change, of course. And what comes, you know, this is after the Ace of Wands. What is the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands is all about chemistry. Okay, it's all about attraction. So here we've got free yourself, which means that you've been imprisoned by some sort of a situation. For each and every one of you, it's going to be different. For others of you, this could be obligations, family obligations. This could be obligations towards a mother. This could be obligations towards a career, where it's a career of abundance, and it could be a family, career, a company that you may be working for. Now, what I'd like to do is I would like to take some Sibillas here. We've got the King of Cups twice. So someone, as I said, someone very open-hearted, someone who's willing to go the mile. Let's take a look at this King of Cups, first of all, in your foundation. King of Cups and the Hanging Man. We have Leggerezza, which is a transformation. Okay, this is the Metamorphosis card. This is lightness of being. This is also a card of sexuality. So we've got the burden being lifted after all this sacrifice. There is a lifting of the burden and a lightness for this King of Cups. Whatever the sacrifices were, I think that's it. The enlightenment has come through, the light, and he's even holding the cup that is lit up. Here we've got the delirante, deliriousness. Okay, this is support from family and friends. This could also be silly actions as well. Probably silly actions at a point where this King of Cups was quite single and free. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is usually someone that stands on their own. They're not in a commitment. Okay, financially they're stable, but this is like the life of freedom, let's say, singular, a single life. And here we've got a La Reunion, which is the Eight of Wands. So a reunion, which means two people come together. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't, because we've got Pisces here, which is, it's the divine love. It's unconditional love. La reunion obviously speaks of something to do with the past, as I said before. So this relationship may go back quite some time, maybe even from a past lifetime. But there is a connection here. And because it's the Eight of Wands are Cupid's love arrows, and it's also flight travel. Maybe there was a meeting. I'm going to show you the card. I just saw the Amica here, which is the card of harmony. It's like the Four of Wands, which is, this is your confidant, your best friend. So I do believe that there is a very strong connection, a very strong friendship with this King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Not only a soulmate connection, a very strong friendly connection as well. And, you know, the Amica here is your confidant and your best friend. It's the card of balance. And you do have the Four of Wands here. Now, could this mean also, because Libra is also legalities, could this mean that this King of Cups is going through a severing of the past, a severing of a marriage? Let's look at, I want to look at the Empress. I really want to see what the Empress is about. We have Namika, the female enemy. She's taking off her mask. And again, she's number 12, which, you know, asks for sacrifice. The Hanging Man is a 12. She's taking off her mask. This is the nasty mother, could be. We've got the Three of Swords, which is the Vedovo. Someone that is mourning their past. Wow. And solitude, it's the card of solitude. Someone that is mourning their past, mourning that Three of Swords, the heartbreak. And here we've got the Donna Maritata, which is the Empress in the Sibillas. So this is the loving, nurturing, perfect female mother, but she could also be the other person's wife. Now, there are many layers in the tarot, so I want to say that, yes, I did see the Namika as first. For some of you, this Empress is a maybe jealous or double-faced female, maybe motherly, maybe a mother herself, that has been wearing a mask. Here we've got the Vedovo, which is someone who is crying over their past, mourning their past, so someone who's not happy. Okay, and it's funny that we've got the 12 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, which equal 15. And 15 is the number of the devil. And that can mean restrictions, right? And here we've got the Donna Maritata, which is the loving mother, the perfect female, and the card of abundance. She's all about manifestation and expansion and growth. So we could be saying that the Donna Maritata is also the Queen of Cups here. And the Namika, which is the female enemy, she's sitting right on top of the Empress. So could this Queen of Cups be a mother already? Yes, she could. I want to take the position of the external. So the Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Cups. We have Belvedere, which is the 3 of Cups, being on the lookout, waiting for someone or something to come in. This is the Gran Signore, which is like the King of Cups. number 13, and that speaks of death and transformation and Scorpio energy. And we've got the Morte, which is the death card. There's the change. Again, Scorpio, transformation. Now, the Gran Signore can be a little bit egotistical. He comes from very high class family heritage. Okay, very, very kingly. And we've got the Morte, which can be the change. Let's take one more card. 16 cups we've got here. And you know that the Morte card is the 5 of swords. So there is some sort of a conflict here. And we've got 2 cards that just opened up. And we've got, wow, we've got jealousy and we've got melancholy. And that could have been what was going on in this 5 of Pentacles, in this marriage. Now, could this Queen of Cups have been married to someone that was quite egotistical, and the change is the Morte card, okay? That's the transformation. And someone is crying over their past. They've got regrets from their past, and they're crying over spilt milk here within a family, within a once upon a time when there was the 10 of Cups. There was jealousy and there was depression because of the lack of happiness within a partnership. That's what I feel here. And I feel that there's 2 different stories here. Let me take 2 more cards, just a bit more clarity. We've got Bambino, which is the child, which means newness, but it also means children. And here we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the stanza card. So secrets that have been hidden behind closed doors are coming to light. The news is coming in that there is, the Ace of Pentacles is a solid new beginning. And it's got a lot to do with intimacy. It's got a lot to do with partnership. And of course, could be pregnancy for some of you. We do have the child and the card of intimacy, as well as the Ace of Pentacles, which this is. And then we've got the Omaggio di Preziosi, which is the precious gift. So there is much happiness. We are closing up. We're here with much happiness because there's newness. The news is coming through that there is a stable new beginning, something that promises the future. It's going to last. But it was quite shaky here. So there's been a sense of waiting. There's been a sense of ego. The transformation, Scorpio had to take care of business. The transformation had to happen. The death and transformation, change. Because here we've got a card of fear and a card of depression. Okay. There's regrets. That's why the change had to happen, because there were difficulties here. Now, sometimes, the cards can go in, then they don't come out clearly in, the story in a line. I do feel here that that's why we've got the 5 of Swords here, because this Queen of Cups was dealing with jealousy and with depression. Maybe she's got a little bit of depression because of the blockages, because of the boundaries and the barriers here. And it's the same with the King of Cups. He's sitting right on the 2 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So, dear Leo, dear Leo, let's take 3 Sibillas on this King of Cups, his decision, and the Ace of Cups, of course. We've got Sospiri, 6 of Swords, leaving turmoil, leaving those troubled waters to go on to something much more calm, much more serene. Okay, here it's like the 3 of Wands as well, waiting for those ships to come through. Here we've got the Two of Pentacles again, waiting on news, trying to make a decision, but waiting on news. Now, this could even be legal documents. Maybe that's what's got to do with the decision, because there's 2 twos here, 3 twos now. And look at this, Ace of Cups. Support, love, and sitting around a table with people that feel like family. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a pleasant conversation. Okay, pleasant conversation and support. That's the way to go. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. Dear Leo, I feel as though this King of Cups has gone through depression as well. As we've got the Ten of Swords, it's the darkest before the dawn. It's been all decisions. Things have been up in the air. And quite shaky, quite shaky. So I do feel as though here with the Four of Wands and the Four of Wands here, I do feel that there is the potential for a stable relationship here. But there is still issues here with this Namika. I think that this is an ongoing, this is a legal matter that is still continuing. But what, the Wheel of Fortune brings luck, expansion, and abundance, but it also deals with legalities. Free yourself. This is the first card that came out. Chemistry, attraction, express your love. So you're going through some sort of a transformation. 8th house matters, which is a big deal. It is a big deal. And, things don't happen in 10 days. This reading could leak into the whole of January. You could watch this reading in a matter of 6 months and you're going through it at that time. I do believe that when we watch the reading, that's when it resonates for us. So there is the potential here of putting down those, I think you've already put down those wands here into, your stability. I should say the King of Cups has. Okay, they've already put those pillars, those columns, those foundations into a friendship which can blossom into something which is the Ace of Cups, which can lead to marriage. We've got the Four of Wands twice and we've got the Hierophant here as well. This is incredible. But not a dull moment, dear Leo. Not a dull moment for you at this time. So I'm going to wish you luck. I'd like to also wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please watch your moon and rising signs for more information. I'm sure that you will receive some sort of indications from this reading. But for more, please watch the other videos. I'd like to thank you again for your support all year and all that you do for my channel. Talk to you very soon. Look out for the 2020 yearly readings, okay? All the best, guys. Love you lots. Bye-bye.